Hello everybody, this is Matador from freetradingvideos.com. It's about 12:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March the 2nd. Amazing that we're into March already, but the S&P 500 ETF, the spiders, are gapping up this morning like we saw. Ran right up into the 112.60 area that we talked about before as resistance, and then we pulled back from there even pre-market. Pulled back to a level of support, did an almost perfect gap fill at the rising 50 MA on the 15-minute chart, ran right back up to make a double top with pre-market data included, and now we're selling off again with a higher swing low trying to be put in. So this is the beginning of a very nice cup and handle slash ascending triangle, but the 112.60 mark remains resistance on a higher time frame. Again, you can see the 60-minute chart. If we scrunch this up, it looks all scrunched up, right? But this right here, we talked about that this morning, is an area where the market sold off dramatically. So let me go back in there and grab that. That's this line right here. So this ellipse where everybody was feeling pretty good and then they got hurt, these are people trying to get their money back out of this. So part of the reason we're meeting resistance right now. On a daily chart, makes a lot of sense, again, to run right up into this level, even before we get to 113, let alone 113.50. And again, it makes a lot of sense. So I like the way the markets are acting right now. If we remove that pre and post market data and look intraday, we can do that as well. And you can just see that the stock gapped up. Gap remains unfilled to a certain degree, and that's a really, really nice series of higher swing highs and lows. Really good ascending triangle here on a little 3-minute chart that then has sold off on low volume. So I'm looking for a consolidation and a break above 112.60. When I look at the market internals, which are extremely important, I notice that we're in the neutral range for the trend, and the trend Q was actually bearish for a good part of the day with a couple of notable significant drops and then rallies, and now we're back into the neutral range. So really interesting to see the machinations in here, and they're extremely helpful for me in my own personal trading. So the VIX as well has been a great mover today to the downside. Even had an intraday gap in here. So here's the initial gap at the open. Nice to see that. That gap filled completely, and then we sold off. Even after that 100% retracement, we're almost all the way back down to where we are at the lows, and then a little bit lower. So fantastic to see the volatility index bleed like this, and that's helping. But again, the market internals are suggesting that we need to stabilize here for a little while before we break higher, and so very, very helpful to have that in our camp. We do have a couple of exciting events coming up here. I want to tell you about some opportunities that I wanted to invite everybody to. I think it's time that people start acting as professionals and stop trading like amateurs. I get a lot of emails every day and thoughts from people about how and what and when and where to do and take particular action. And my response is typically that it's important to not trade real money yet until you get some help. And one thing that we offer through freetradingvideos.com is mentoring. And actually, if you want to take your trading seriously, that would be one great direction. I don't know anybody who trades well. Everybody I know that trades well has had a personal mentor. And that really can separate yourself from those who don't know what they're doing. Get properly educated. Des and I would love to be that mentor for you. And you get a lot of information in a very, very short amount of time, and plus then we stick with you forever. And we even have follow-up calls every week, and these webinars are just genius. It's like a piano lesson where you're kind of forced to show us your work, and then we get to see how you're progressing, and you keep track of it in your own personal trading logs and things like that. So anyway, we like the idea of becoming that and working with you in that capacity. It's a comprehensive course. It takes you from point A to point Z in trading, and we leave no stone unturned. We have a Meet the Mentor call this evening, and you can actually join that for free. It starts at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, lasts about an hour, and we'll get to know each other, and we're going to tell you what kind of topics that we cover in a typical mentoring session. And if you would like to be invited to that, please email Mike_Williams at freetradingvideos.com, and we'll get you an invite sent out. We also have an incredible opportunity for you coming up here, and it's going to be on Thursday of this week, where you get to learn all my secrets on how to use market internals like I just mentioned, like the trend and the VIX, etc. And these are a good bit of secrets and information I use in my own personal trading. It's one of the key components that has helped me kind of start stacking the odds in my favor of trades going in the direction I've picked. So I talk about these market internals every single day, but in a little 2 or 3 minute market recap, I can't necessarily go into the depth that I want to, and that's what this 3-hour seminar is all about. So this 3-hour bite-sized chunk of information will give you an incredible amount of data that you can immediately apply to your own trading work, and the price is only going to be $200. And if you're a mentor student, it's even less. It's half price at $100. So you could actually save that much money by avoiding one single poor trade, and you could actually make that much money very simply in one single trade by using these signals. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and I just wanted to dump that in your lap, that opportunity. So if you're interested, you can email Mike again, Mike_Williams@freetrainingvideos.com. You can also email me, and that email is Matador@freetrainingvideos.com. And we take PayPal and also credit cards. So if you're interested, let us know. And again, it's great working with everybody. And I hope you have a great rest of the trading day. And I will talk to you soon.